What's up? I'm Bryce Gardner talking with Erik Ruck about the takeoff. What's the history of this board, Ruck?
So, this board really started about 10 years ago with our lunch tray soft top. And shortly after that, we came out with a board called the Crossover. And the Crossover was a really amazing shape, but kind of got pigeonholed in a kind of a high-end, carbon-wrapped, just a board that kind of never really saw its true potential. And then years later, we realized if we, thinned it out, added some wood for stability, and gave it a soft top, it would really hit the mark for durable construction and, just change up the vibe, and it would be sitting where it needs to be.
Changing the construction to better suit the needs of the rider that's looking at this style of a shape.
Exactly. And, with the takeoff, where is that name coming from?
We just wanted a really literal name, I think, that summarizes somebody taking off into their wake surfing, basically a gateway to their surfing adventures.
Exactly, a board that's easy for people to get into the sport, something that's stable, something that is durable construction, soft top. I mean, pretty much is just a really comforting board for a beginner to get on and kick their journey off.
Yeah, a lot like the Bright Side.
Very cool. Like with that being said, like the Bright Side, a board that is, welcoming and kicking off your journey. What is this board geared for, and who should be riding this thing?
Yeah, I think it's somebody that wants a board and they don't really have to worry about the size of the wave or if the board's gonna be stable or if it's gonna rip. Like, the shape rides really great in most conditions. Having the wood on the bottom, the soft top, great price point for a lot of people as well. And the shape, I think, is really just, you don't have to pump or build up speed because of that wider profile under the front foot, and shifting your weight further forward, kind of like Ruck's style of riding, with this board is super easy to do as well.
That's something I actually always really loved about the Crossover, and I'm so glad that we kind of, took the best of the Crossover, took the best of the lunch tray soft top, and merged them together, because I just love that shape. I love having that buoyancy in the front of the board, being able to get your weight forward. I think it's amazing for bigger guys. I think it's amazing for small waves. I think it's just a board that makes riding fun and easy for all different size people and all different wave sizes.
Yeah, and I think like thinning up the shape like we did for this year, making it easier on the deep water start, kind of same story. It's just a board that you're not going to have to worry about if you're going to be able to deep water start it, if it's going to really go up and hack the wave, and it kind of has that stability under the front foot.
Love that.
Yeah, and I think that the takeoff is a good complement to the Bright Side. The Bright Side being a thinner profile board made in a surf style construction. Foot straps on the Bright Side, if you're looking for that. But like the takeoff profile wise feels more like a surfer when you're riding it. The Bright Side feels more like a board that's really entry level for somebody that's not particularly looking for a surf style board.
Kind of like an entry-level hybrid. So, talking about the features, we know it's a soft top. Let's dive into that a little bit.
Yeah, soft top, durability, moving your feet around on the board is a little bit easier with a soft top, and then that wood bottom, having that dampening feel of the wood, smoothing up the board when you're doing a bottom turn if there's a little chatter on the wave.
I was gonna say, you're not feeling every single chatter from every single wave going through, especially a board like this. You'd think if you're riding it with smaller waves, these types of surfers are probably riding on choppier lakes, a lot more boating going on. It's a lot more recreational based, so that's a really nice feature. So we dove into some construction. Let's talk about the fins.
Yeah, 3-inch fins, keeping it easy, and all three locking the board down in the tail for a beginner, or it's cool having a 3-inch fin on a twin setup too, just because 3-inch. It's a little on the shorter side for a twin, but it doesn't catch and it doesn't have as much drag as a longer fin.
And then also for, we're talking the recreational rider, let's talk a little bit about the button fin system on the ease of use for that.
Yeah, the button system, I mean, we're working it more into the Ronix line. It's really cool to see it on the takeoff for this year, and super easy one-hand operation in and out, pushing the button down and popping the fin out.
That's nice. I think that a board like this for recreational use, soft top, button fin, I mean, you're literally making it as easy for someone to enjoy their time on the water as possible.
Yeah, and I think the sizing really threads the needle great with the 4.5 and the 4.11, 4.11 being for those smaller wave riders and the 4.5 being for somebody that's more into threes on maybe a little bit bigger of a wave.
Yeah, I mean, I really think this board, summing it up, is just you're at ease when it comes to the way it rides, stability, the functionality, the soft top. I mean, it's a blend of two amazing boards from the past with a little new, spin on it, and
Yeah.
I think it really knocks it out of the park.
Yeah, I always thought it's cool too, having a longboard tip with kind of more of a high performance tail, because you're getting that ripability out of the tail, but still having that ease and that comfortability of a longboard tip.
Longboard tip, swallowtail, breaks loose easy, but still super stable.